Yeah, I just think the first question, the ball at the 3-yard line, I mean, you got to punch it in, right? Last week we had the same opportunity. We threw it 4 straight times. So trying to get it, we just got knocked back. They won the line of scrimmage on those plays. And then Brock, early in the game plan, obviously he's always a part of it. But I thought, obviously Kansas City did a good job. Spags started just bringing pressure, and the ball's coming out quick, and you got to throw it to the open receiver.
AP, it seemed like on the Chiefs' second to last drive, I think you guys used all 3 of your timeouts. Were you guys not considering saving those in case you had that situation at the end of the game where you needed to stop the clock?
I mean, we're looking at it, just looking at the score, looking at all the numbers. If they kick a field goal, it's a 2-score game. Try to save as much time as possible.
AP, that last drive of the second half, of the first half for you guys, will you just talk about what's going through your mind? Just what's your thought process there and the decision on how you guys played that out?
Yeah, you don't want to give them a lot of time. So obviously you want the clock running. They didn't call timeout after the first one. They did after the second. And I believe third down was an incomplete pass. They got the ball. We got a good punt there at the 20. Want to keep them backed up. Obviously they're one of the best teams in football in a 2-minute situation, trying to give them as least amount of time as possible.
AP, if we can piggyback off Vinny's original question, forget about just individual drives themselves. The play calling overall, is it something that you're okay with Luke doing, or is it something that you need to address?
I think us as a team overall, we got to get better. We were competitive today. I'm not going to get into play calling or anything of that nature. I mean, I'm sure there's questions about what I did, but I think one thing our team did, we was competitive. We fought to the very end and gave ourselves a chance.
And then just real quick with the rushing, there have been 4 times this season where a team's rushed for less than 2 yards per attempt. Raiders have done it twice. Just address the rushing game, if you would.
Yeah, I mean, I think it goes back to Vinny's first question. I'm trying to establish some physicality with our guys up front. Right there at the 3-yard line, you got to pound it in, right? Turnover, sudden change, should be able to punch that ball in. And it's not going to change. I mean, we're going to keep working on it, go back to the lab. Listen, 3 out of the last 4, I thought we did a good job rushing the ball, and then obviously we came against a team that stopped the run.
AP, football games usually come down to a handful of plays. When you guys play Kansas City, is there a feeling that you guys need to be perfect or near perfect in order to get the job done?
I mean, no, but you can't make mistakes. You can't kill yourselves, right? If you got great opportunities like we did twice in the third quarter to, get points on the board, we got to do that. And then, when you got to get off the field, they did a good job on third down. Patrick was really good on third down, did a really good job there. So, no, I don't think I ever try to coach or play the game perfect. You do the best you can. But obviously, they were better in a lot of areas today than us.
Antonio, your impressions of Gardner today? Seemed like he got off to a hot start.
Yeah, he got off to a hot start. Thought he made some good throws, good timing, had a little rhythm, hell of a job. Even on that reverse, I saw him throw a block out there on a wide receiver. I mean, listen, everybody's fighting. I mean, I thought these guys were competitive. All I asked them to do was fight for 4 quarters, and we did that.
Antonio, you had stressed that you wanted to be a hard hat, physical football team. How disappointing is it that hasn't been able to come to fruition, and especially like you were talking about that first and goal at the 3-yard line? Yeah, I mean that was part of our identity and DNA that we've been harping on. We harped on in training camp. We're going to continue to harp on it. I mean, still a lot of game left, right? Not where we want to be at 2-6. Obviously, we understand that, but we'll go back to it. Right? Put pads on Fridays the last couple of weeks, just trying to build that mindset, that mentality with the group, and we're going to stay with it.
At the end of the first half, what you're thinking about trying to kill the clock versus trying to get a first down, and they got the ball back and scored a field goal, but what you're thinking as far as what you guys want to do in offense before that?
Yeah, we want to score, but more importantly, we want to keep the clock running. It was 1:57 or so like that. I believe a little bit under 2 minutes. Again, going against a really good team in a 2-minute situation. You want to get a first down, allow them to use their timeouts and give Patrick Mahomes the least amount of time possible.